Hello, and a warm welcome to World This Week by latestlaws.com. This is a weekly program, so hit the bell icon to get notifications for new videos. I will be taking you through the significant orders and judgments passed by various courts in the country and some important international news from this week. Let's begin with the Supreme Court this week. In a landmark judgment, the Honorable Supreme Court of India has allowed the substitution of land attached under the Prevention of Money Laundering Act, granting major relief to M3M Group. The two-judge bench comprising Justice Pamidighantam Sri Narasimha and Justice R. Mahadevan, while hearing a special leave petition filed by M3M, held that a property attached under the PMLA may be substituted by an alternate asset of equivalent or higher value. In a path-breaking administrative reform, the Supreme Court has, for the first time since its inception, implemented a reservation policy in direct recruitment and promotion for its scheduled caste and scheduled tribe employees. The policy, which came into effect on June 23, 2025, excludes judges from its ambit and is confined to a wide range of non-judicial posts. The move assumes added institutional resonance as it unfolds during the tenure of Chief Justice of India B. Gavai, only the second Supreme Court judge to ascend to the court's highest constitutional office. In a decision scrutinizing the procedural legitimacy of prolonged preventive detention, the Supreme Court on Friday ordered the release of Aniket, a 24-year-old law student from Madhya Pradesh, who had been detained under the National Security Act for nearly a year. The bench comprising Justice Ujjal Bhuyan and Justice K. Vinod Chandran held that the detention was legally unsustainable and directed his immediate release from Central Jail, Bhopal. In a significant pronouncement addressing the core tenets of fair trial and procedural due process, the Supreme Court revisited the consequences of non-compliance with Section 313 of the Code of Criminal Procedure in a high-stakes fraud and conspiracy case involving allegations of defrauding a public sector bank. Central to the case was whether a mechanical and insufficient examination of the accused under Section 330 CrPC, coupled with a claim of juvenility by one of the appellants, could vitiate a conviction upheld by two lower courts. Read on to explore how the court tackled these fundamental questions of criminal jurisprudence and constitutional safeguards. Now, let's get an overview of the High Courts. The Delhi High Court dealt with a petition under Section 9 of the Arbitration and Conciliation Act filed by a UAE-based coal trading company seeking urgent interim relief to secure a claim of $2.70 million pending arbitration before SIAC. The relief sought included a bank guarantee, injunction against asset disposal, and mandatory disclosures from the respondents, arising out of a coal supply agreement negotiated through WhatsApp and email. In a significant case examining the constitutional limits of state surveillance, the Madras High Court was called upon to determine whether the interception of a citizen's telephone conversations, allegedly linked to a bribery investigation, complied with the legal and procedural safeguards under Section 5 of the Indian Telegraph Act, 1885. The case raised important concerns regarding the balance between investigative necessity and the fundamental right to privacy, particularly in the context of corruption probes. Read further to explore how the court interpreted statutory thresholds and procedural compliance in light of constitutional protections. The Punjab and Haryana High Court has held that a husband's obligation to provide maintenance to his wife and minor children cannot be evaded on the ground of financial liabilities or insufficient income. The court emphasized that if a man is unable to meet his maintenance obligations, it becomes his responsibility under law to enhance his earning capacity. In a notable order passed in ongoing proceedings under the Protection of Women from Domestic Violence Act, the Calcutta High Court has directed Indian cricketer Mohammad Shami to pay a total monthly maintenance of Rs 4 lakh to his estranged wife, Haseen Jahan, and their minor daughter. Justice Ajoy Kumar Mukherjee enhanced the interim monetary relief granted by the court below, citing the financial capacity of the respondent and the needs of the petitioners. Moving on to international news this week. US President Donald Trump said he can now push through a raft of controversial policies after the Supreme Court handed him a giant win by curbing the ability of lone judges to block his powers nationwide. In a 6-3 ruling stemming from Trump's bid to end birthright citizenship, the court said nationwide injunctions issued by individual district court judges likely exceed their authority. In the end, we have miscellaneous news. The District Consumer Disputes Redressal Commission here has found Geomart guilty of deficiency in service, mental harassment and unfair trade practice, and directed the firm to pay a total compensation of Rs 72,263 to a complainant. The complaint was filed by Babita Rani from Darkoti village. She had ordered 30 kg of rice of the brand The Star, 555 JSR Lajkari Vada Kolam through an online platform and received it on August 20, 2023. However, upon opening the bag, she found the rice had a foul odor and after consuming it, her entire family fell ill, she said. Thank you for watching and have a nice day. This is a weekly program, and to get more information, please check the description box for weekly updates. Like and subscribe to our channel.